Yeah, g'day again. Right, just another quick one. Okay, I managed to do the first lot of tacks. I'm saying the first lot of tacks because when I clean that up, I do expect to find holes in it and have to go over it again. Now this is, what's it now? What's the time? We're 12:35. Okay, I started tacking this at about 8:30. So what's that? It's 2, 3, 4. So I've spent 5 hours. 5 hours tacking this. So what I've done is, I said it, yeah. I started in the middle, put a tack in the middle on both sides, and then one here, one down here, one up here, one up here, and then walk away, leave it, do something else. So I didn't want to. Well, this sort of thing varies depending on where you're doing it. Like up here, fully welded up here. I did quite a few runs on that, like ½ inch at a time. And you can get away with that there because that's all tight panel, tight curves. Anything you got to do on here is make sure the heat doesn't spread out into this flat panel. So I was able to do that. I had the air, kept blowing on here with air, and I was able to continuously go on that until it was finished. And just kept this panel cool because that's not going to buckle down there. No problem. This is a completely different matter. See? You got a huge, big, long, virtually straight panel with, and a minimal amount of crease, and there's nothing there to hold the shape. So I said I won't take any risk on it whatsoever. So that's what I was doing. 3 tacks, a couple inches apart on each one, and then go away, do something else. Come back 15-20 minutes later, do another few tacks on each. And so I got away with that. I've got no buckling at all. As I said, I'll clean it up. And it's another thing too, when I go to clean it up with the grinder, I'm not going to grind right down to the metal. I'm going to stop just short of touching the outer metal. Because where depending on how many holes there are still in there, I'll have to tack it again, and I might have to do that 2 or 3 times yet. So if I grind it right down to the metal each time, by the time I'm finished, it'll be so thin, that I will have weakened again. I will be risking grinding right through it. So, and it's another thing I've had happen. It happened on this actually. It was on the previous driver's door. I did a big replacement. There was a big hole in here, and there was holes all the way up here. And done a beautiful weld, no worries, no buckle. And I buckled with the grinder when I was cleaning it up. Put too much heat into it with the grinder and buckled it. So you've got to be just as careful cleaning it up. 1, that you don't grind through it, and 2, that you don't put a whole lot of heat into it. And anyway, we'll get back to that. I'll clean it up. I'm not going to set the tripod up and bore you with all the grinding and have to edit or anything else. And I got time to edit. I've got too many things to do. That's why it's easy to just walk away, come back 15-20 minutes later, because there's an abundance of things to do. So I've been, doing that. I've been up the back, burning the stumps. So I've been checking on that, drilling holes in it. There's a whole video on that which should have already been seen. It'll be uploading already, but we've got no internet at the moment. It happens regularly down here. But so, and the other thing I've been doing is back on this Briggs & Stratton. I got the one of the the last of the casings. I started sandblasting that, so this is actually a good thing to be doing in between welding, because you get, like I got 2 compressors running here, but I still only get 10-15 minutes at the most, and then your air pressure's too low. But yeah, in the middle of doing that, this compressor that I built up's had a problem, and yeah, didn't want to switch back on. Like, it had built up, I'd been using it, and it had dropped down to the startup pressure, and it just wouldn't start up, and it wouldn't turn. I couldn't even turn this thing by hand, or not much anyway. And yeah, but because I could turn something, I knew it wasn't like a bearing seizure or something, and so I've taken the heads off. I'm sort of assuming it's a stuck valve. These are the valves, in case you haven't seen a compressor part before. So yeah, I haven't looked into that. I'm just going to pour a bit of petrol in there and blow it through it with the air and make sure they're not stuck. I'm hoping that's the problem. That the problem's not that the motor's no longer going to turn it when it builds up pressure. So, but yeah, there was another issue in that too. Went to take the heads off. As you can see, only the 2 of the nuts come off, and all the rest of them pulled the stud. Well, yeah, they didn't pull the stud out, they screwed the stud out. But the issue I've got now, and yeah, I've already cleaned all the studs up on the wire wheel, so I can't actually show you what they look like. But no, I can actually. Yeah, one of the ones that didn't unscrew, and that got worse as it went down, that rust. And once you get down in amongst the cylinders there, you've got all this aluminium corrosion stuck to it as well. But the issue is that the thread holes for these studs go right through into the casing. So the moment I pull that stud out, all that corrosion, dirt and shit has fallen into the crankcase. So yeah, I've had to drain the oil. Yeah, which was sort of a difficulty in itself, because originally, when this was originally made, this compressor, whatever tank it was on, it would have been overhanging it, but this one doesn't. It doesn't here, so I've had to loosen it, put this bit of plastic on it so it can drain into a container. This is the other issue. I haven't got any more oil to put in it, and I want to use it again today. So yeah, I mean, the oil will need changing, but for the moment, I've drained it, and I'll put it back in when I finish. But yeah, what I got to do now is I got to flush all this out. I got to get some rod, poke it through here, poke all corrosion, blow it with air, pour some petrol through it, whatever, and yeah, and then I'll fill this up with petrol as well. I actually have plenty of petrol at the moment for a change, but because I bought some for the ride on. But yeah, and then flush it all out again, and yeah, make sure it's dry. Actually, this is one problem with putting a flammable liquid inside something that's sealed up like this. If you leave all the fumes in there, it could well explode. It could catch a light and explode just from heat or whatever. So yeah, I have to make sure I completely clean that out and defume it before I fill it up and use it again. But yeah, always something happening here. But yeah, getting back to the job, that's how I managed to not buckle it. Yeah, I'm an impatient person, and for me to do a couple of tacks and then sit down and wait, that's really difficult for me, and in the time it took to do this, if I just sat down for 10-15 minutes, I'd have a smoke every time, so I would have smoked 30 cigarettes by now. Yeah, so yeah, that's my way of getting around it, is stop, I go and do something else. So anyway, yeah, bit of a ramble, so thanks for watching, and yeah, hope some of this information is useful to somebody. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.